Hello and welcome to news in English of Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. On May the 16th this morning, Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc has left Hanoi, set off an official visit to the Russian Federation at the invitation of the Russian President and Prime Minister. Also attended the summit celebrating 20 years of dialogue relations between ASEAN and Russia. During his 5-day visit, Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc will hold talks with Russian Prime Minister Medvedev, met Russian President Vladimir Putin, and leaders of the two institutes of the Russian Parliament to discuss and agree on measures to boost cooperation between Vietnam and Russia in all fields, especially trade and investment, military technology, energy, education, and training. Also, in the framework of this visit, on May the 19th and 20th, Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc will attend the summit celebrating 20 years of dialogue relations between ASEAN and Russia, taking place in Sochi, Russia, to exchange with leaders of ASEAN and Russia the specific measures to address the orientation to strengthen partnership between ASEAN and Russia, more substantial and more efficient, as well as to exchange views on international and regional issues. This is the first visit to Russia by Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc in his capacity as head of government and is expected to be an opportunity to strengthen the comprehensive strategic partnership between Vietnam and Russia. Over the past time, the comprehensive strategic partnership between Vietnam and Russian Federation continues to grow strongly in many fields. Political relations between Vietnam and Russia have high reliability and are constantly being strengthened. High-level delegations of the two sides have frequently exchanged, created strong motivation to the development of comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries. The two countries effectively deployed the list of priority tasks in 2015 to promote relations between the two countries, organize periodic strategic and defense dialogue effectively. The two sides have similar views on many international and regional issues, cooperate closely and support each other on international forums. Economic and trade cooperation between Vietnam and Russian Federation develops dynamically but is not commensurate with the potential of the two countries. The two countries maintain intergovernmental commission mechanisms on economic trade and scientific technical cooperation. Vietnam and Russia Business Council was established to support trade promotion and investment for the business community of the two countries. In 2007, Vietnam and Russia have mutual recognition of market economy status. Bilateral trade turnover in 2015 reached $2.2 billion USD, particularly in the first quarter of 2016, reached $591 million USD. Turning to the provincial news, on May 15, in the morning, Mr. Bùi Văn Cường, member of the Central Party Committee, chairman of the Vietnam General Confederation of Labor, has visited and presented gifts to workers, staff working at Biên Hòa Station, and workers are working in the Gun Bridge rehabilitation projects. Same goes for Mr. Nguyễn Phú Cường, member of the Central Party Committee, secretary of the Party Committee of Đồng Nai Province. In Biên Hòa Station, chairman of the Vietnam General Confederation of Labor has inspected operation of the station, visited and presented gifts to officials and employees here, noting the efforts of the workers of the railway sector over the past term. Chairman of the Vietnam General Confederation of Labor desired employees to continue to overcome difficulties and serve the travel needs of passengers, continue to promote innovation and technical improvements to enhance productivity, contribute to the development of the sector. Visiting and presenting gifts to officers and workers are working at the construction site of Gun Bridge. Mr. Bùi Văn Cường heard a short report on the rate of progress of the construction of Gun Bridge. Accordingly, to ensure the rate of progress of the works to be completed and put into use on June The 30th, staffs and workers must work 3 shifts and have no holidays. Currently, the works are being carried out on schedule. Some pillars and apartments of the works have been completed. 2 molded girders were moved to assemble. On this occasion, Chairman of the Vietnam General Confederation of Labor also requests railway sector to depend on actual conditions to care for the physical and mental of workers who directly build the bridge, to make them feel secure to complete their assigned tasks. On the occasion of Vesak ceremony in 2016, Buddhist year 2560, Nhơn Trạch district leaders organized 4 delegations visiting and presenting 25 gifts, each worth 1 million Vietnam dong, for the typical Buddhist establishments in the district. At the destination, district leaders gradually visited the preparatory work celebrating Vesak ceremony of Buddhist institutions. At the same time, the information that Nhơn Trạch district was recognized to have achieved the standard of new rural in 2016 by the Prime Minister. The results have lost a positive contributions of the most venerables, the most virtuous monks, the monks, nuns, and Buddhists over many years. Particularly in 2015, the Buddhist establishments in the district has mobilized more than 2.7 billion Vietnam dong along with local governments to build charity houses, rural roads, presented gifts to poor people and scholarships for poor students who are fond of learning. That's all for news in English for today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.